Mickey stands outside a lonely cabin, smoking and listening to music. Suddenly, his Discman batteries dies. He sighs, sits down, and swaps the batteries so he can keep the music going. After, he heads toward the cabin to check inside, but before he can enter, his friend Ben suddenly shouts for him to run. Growls echo from inside the cabin, and Ben fires a few shots before they both take off. Months have passed since the world collapsed into a zombie outbreak, and now the two former baseball players wander from place to place with no real goal. Ben is confident with the baseball bat and can take zombies down easily with it, but Mickey still struggles to fight. They live off whatever supplies they find and rest whenever a place seems safe enough, trying to understand their new reality. One day Mickey scratches a few lottery tickets and gets excited when he thinks he's won $1,000. Ben quickly ruins the moment by reminding him the lottery doesn't matter anymore, then asks him to play catch instead. Mickey protests, but Ben convinces him, insisting baseball is supposed to be their thing. Their journey continues until they find another quiet cabin. Ben checks it first to make sure it's empty, then they settle in. There's nothing useful inside, so Ben heads out to fish. Mickey, uninterested, pulls out all their canned fish instead. Ben tells him to start a fire, but Mickey simply puts on his headphones and wanders off. While walking, Mickey comes across freshly killed zombies and panics. Remembering Ben had said there wouldn't be zombies in the woods, Ben later corrects him, saying he had only said there would be fewer. After traveling more miles, they stumble upon an abandoned car. Ben opens the door and a zombie lunges out. He shoots it, gets inside, and grimaces at the stench. Still, the car works, so they use it to continue their travels, finally moving smoothly for once, even though the radio is dead. One afternoon, Mickey brings up a girl he used to date and convinces Ben to stop by her house. While Ben checks for danger, Mickey listens to her music and even steals her perfume and underwear. In the garage, Ben finds tools and a pair of walkie-talkies. Mickey finds toothbrushes, and for the first time in a long while, they can clean their teeth. Ben later rearranges the back seat of the car, creating a cushioned sleeping area. Mickey wants to stay at the girl's house, but Ben refuses. They argue, and Ben reminds him that the last time they stayed in one place, they ran out of food and ended up eating dog food, and eventually the dog. Mickey's own family had died in a trapped house at the beginning of the outbreak. When Mickey keeps insisting, Ben yells, and they move on. Mickey retreats back into his music to escape the constant stress. Later they come across a field of cows, and for a moment, Ben relaxes as he pets them. When he asks Mickey to play baseball, Mickey doesn't hear a thing because of his headphones. Ben sneaks up and scares him, joking that the headphones will get him killed. Mickey puts batteries in the walkie-talkies and hands one to Ben so they can test how far they reach. As they joke around, they accidentally pick up a signal from another group. A woman named Annie and a man called Frank talk casually about a camp, groceries, and watching movies. Mickey, hopeful, asks if he and Ben can join them. They tell him the camp is full and warn them not to look for it. Frank tells him to stay off their frequency and hangs up. Mickey keeps begging, but no one answers. Ben doesn't seem bothered, which makes Mickey explode in frustration. He rants about being tired of sleeping on the ground, scavenging constantly, and dealing with Ben's smell. Ben just laughs and reminds him the camp doesn't want them. Over the next few days Mickey repeatedly tries contacting the camp, mostly Annie. Ben realizes Mickey is becoming infatuated with the voice of a woman he has never seen. He teases him, joking that Mickey imagines a stunning woman from an action movie, but she's probably not what he thinks. Mickey fires back, insulting Ben's weight, but Ben just laughs it off. They later stop at a motel. Mickey insists on checking the rooms, and just as Ben predicted, one room is full of zombies. Ben fights them while Mickey hides. Mickey complains that they should just leave and that Ben doesn't need to kill every zombie they see. Ben snaps, daring Mickey to fight for once and reminding him that these creatures killed his family. Still, Mickey does nothing, so Ben handles it. Later Ben finds a waterfall and shouts in excitement, he can finally take a shower. Mickey sleeps in the car, only to be startled awake by a female zombie pressing herself against the window. At first he calls for help, then quickly changes his mind when he notices her appearance. Just as he starts to get carried away, her head gets blown apart. Ben stands outside, laughing hysterically at what Mickey was doing, then leaves him alone to finish. More empty houses appear along their path. Eventually the car runs out of gas, and they continue on foot. One day they find a building with a comfortable bedroom. Mickey immediately declares they're staying the night, refusing to budge. As he unpacks, he realizes his headphones are gone. Outside, he finds Ben making arrows and listening to music. When Mickey asks for his Discman back, Ben refuses, saying Mickey can't stay in a closed room with no escape while distracted. Ben is tired of doing all the fighting, Mickey throws the arrows in anger like a child. At dinner, Ben teases Mickey about the incident with the zombie woman, but Mickey ignores him and heads to the bedroom. He tries the walkie-talkie again, and to his surprise, Annie answers. She whispers that she'll get in trouble for talking and says the camp isn't as great as he thinks. Mickey still insists he wants to go, saying anything is better than sleeping in trees. He admits he and Ben weren't even close before the outbreak, just teammates. Annie says he complains too much and hangs up. Meanwhile, Ben dances around drunk in the living room, hearing noises. He investigates, takes care of the threat, and finds Mickey sleeping soundly, unaware of anything. Fed up, Ben decides to teach him a lesson. He leaves a bat on the bed, drags a zombie he captured into Mickey's room, wakes him by shouting, then locks the door. Mickey screams for help, but Ben tells him he needs to learn to fight. After an exhausting struggle, Mickey finally kills the zombie. Ben opens the door, proud of him, but Mickey snaps and tackles him, punching him before storming off. Later, Ben finds him crying in the woods. Mickey tells him about Annie, and Ben takes him back. After cleaning up, Ben tries to lift his spirits with baseball jokes and silly voices, reminding him Annie was just a voice on a radio. From then on, Mickey starts trying harder. He helps more, goes fishing, and listens to music less so they can talk. When they find an orchard, they eat apples and play baseball with them. Eventually they find 2 abandoned cars. While trying to siphon gas, Mickey notices the engine of one is still warm. Someone must be nearby. Ben calls out, but no one answers, so he continues working. Suddenly a man named Jerry sneaks up on Mickey, grabs him, and puts a knife to his throat. Jerry demands the car keys so he can get to Arizona. Ben pulls his gun and calmly explains he doesn't have the keys but also doesn't believe Jerry will hurt Mickey. Jerry rants about a group who made him work all winter in exchange for gas and a gun, but they never kept their promise. He refuses to say who they were. When Jerry threatens Mickey again, Ben pretends the keys are in the car. Jerry lets Mickey go, jumps into the vehicle, and Ben reveals the keys are actually in his pocket. Jerry curses at him and tries to run, but Ben follows and shoots him. Mickey is horrified that Ben killed a living person. Ben calls it self-defense, and they argue. Just then another car pulls up. A woman and her bodyguards get out and claim they only came for their other car. They ask about Jerry, and Ben explains what happened. The woman says Jerry was a thief and they did the right thing. As they're leaving, Mickey recognizes the woman's voice. It's Annie. Instead of being happy, she shoots Ben in the leg and scolds Mickey for not letting things go. She takes Ben's keys, tosses them far into a field so they can't follow, and warns that she'll kill them both if she sees them again. After she leaves, Mickey tries to find the keys but has no luck. Ben, unable to walk, tells him to rest. Later that night, strange noises wake them. They turn on the headlights and see a horde of zombies closing in. Mickey panics and jumps out, but Ben can't move, so Mickey runs back into the car. By morning the zombies still haven't left. Mickey tries drowning out the noise with music, but it doesn't help. Ben opens the sunroof and fires, but there are too many zombies, forcing him to retreat before they reach in. They argue again. Ben blames Mickey for provoking Annie. Days pass. The zombies continue circling the car. They hang sheets over the windows and survive on water drained from canned tuna. With no hope in sight, they drink and play road games. Eventually they decide Mickey should go look for the keys. Mickey forces himself to climb through the sunroof and walk into the field. Ben waits, smoking nervously. After a long silence, Mickey suddenly screams Ben's name. Ben rushes to open the sunroof. Mickey climbs in and reveals he's been bitten. Both men break down. Mickey says he's scared and doesn't know what to do. Ben, devastated, tells him to get out of the car. When Mickey refuses, begging for a chance, Ben shoots him. Heartbroken, Ben screams and then sends a message over the radio to Annie, blaming her for Mickey's death and promising revenge. He survives in the car for days, thinking about how he once spent 3 months trapped in a house and now he's trapped in a vehicle instead. Eventually, exhausted and done with living like this, he decides to walk out into the world again. He puts on Mickey's headphones and heads down the road, a horde of zombies following behind him.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.